Welcome back to Tuna Blue interview portion of this. I know this is going to be a surprise to people, but this time I'm going to do this special interview for Veterans Day. Today we have with us Larry Adair. He is the commander of the Disabled Veterans Chapter 66 here in Hammonton. Larry, how are you, Larry? How are you doing? How are things going?
I'm doing fine, John.
Great.
Doing fine. Great.
Larry was also a Marine like myself. Larry, when was your service? When did you serve?
In 1981 to 1984.
Ooh, a little bit before my time, huh? A little while ago. And you were in the Marines. What was your job when you were in?
I was 0811. I was heavy artillery.
Heavy artillery. Wow. Okay. And you said you stayed stateside most of the time?
I did. I was stateside.
You were stateside. Yeah. Okay. And Larry, what did you do after you got out of the Marines?
I was in the concrete industry, heavy equipment operator. I worked for Kerr Concrete Pipe originally. It was his first name, and it went to Glengarry and the Oldcastle Precast.
Wow. Okay. Very well known. And that, obviously our podcast is construction based. We're very familiar with, especially in precast and Newcastle. Yeah. So
I was a local 172 shop steward as well.
Whoa. How about that? It's something I'm learning right now. So you were a local 172 union man.
172 union man.
Which is exactly what me and Steve are. We are 172 guys.
32 years.
32 years. And so you retired out of the 172?
I retired out of 172.
Outstanding. Look how that works out, guys, huh? So, yes. Oh, that's great. So, Larry, how did you become to get involved with the DAV?
Long story short, when I was in the Marine Corps, I went in there. I went in with two eyes and I came out with one.
Okay.
So I got rated coming out of the Marine Corps. I had to fight for it a little bit. And in 2017, I actually re-engaged and found out some of the laws changed. Mm-hmm. Some of the criteria changed. And like I said, coming out, I was 20%. I went from 20 to 30%. 2015, I went to 60%. And from 2015 to 2017, I went from, 60%? 60% to 100% permanent in total.
Permanent in total.
Okay, so from 2017 to the present day, that's where I'm at. Mm-hmm. And that's really how I got involved with the DAV, because I went to the DAV for help. Mm-hmm. And they helped me, and then I just paid it forward.
Absolutely. And Larry has helped out many veterans currently with the DAV. And if you're not with the DAV, please, if you're in the Hammonton area and you are a veteran, please stop by the building, see Larry. We do have a Facebook page at the DAV. You can get on there. You can get in contact with Larry there. Larry has helped. So if you didn't know what Larry was talking about as disabled veterans, the disability rating, which you get, it's stuff that could be that's tied in with your military service time, injuries, stuff like that, PTSD. You guys can get rated on that, and then a percentage, and then you get paid every month for that.
Correct.
Larry has also helped me out. I'm currently up to 50% with a claim in right now. So I could talk to you about that a little off the set, but Larry has helped many veterans. He does a great job at the DAV. He pays it forward. So please see Larry with any questions with that, because he's excellent with doing that. Larry, how many years have you been the commander at the DAV?
6 years.
6 years. Since then, the numbers have gone way up since you've been there. I've noticed a huge change. Right? I believe the numbers have gone way up in membership.
Correct.
Right?
When I first became involved with the chapter, there was like 120 members, 130 members, give or take. And to this day, there's over 300.
Wow, outstanding! So you almost tripled. Almost. That's amazing. I also had my son's going away party there. Okay. That was nice. So the DAV building is open for rentals.
Correct. Absolutely.
It's a smaller building, but it's a very good building to have. With how many? What's the max capacity?
49 people.
49 people. So if you want like a small little bridal party or like a baby shower type thing, a great place to have it. What's the building is dedicated to two gentlemen, correct?
Castone, Scaltrito-Castone.
Okay. Two local, they were also local veterans?
Correct.
Okay. Larry, how does the DAV, are they involved in any of the town events, like parades and stuff like that?
Yeah, we're involved in the parades. We're involved in the Blueberry Festival.
Okay.
And we're involved in the community because we just reach out to the veterans within the community and help them where we can.
What's the difference between the tri-vets, between the American Legion, the VFW, and the DAV?
VFW, like I said, I'm more a critique to the DAV, and I know what they do. But the American Legion, I believe, and I could be wrong, so kind of don't quote me on it, but I believe that you can be a veteran or you could be a civilian and be a member.
Okay.
VFW had to be in a foreign war.
Foreign war.
And the disabled American veterans, what people don't realize about that group is technically you don't have to be a disabled veteran.
Okay.
You just got to think that you are. Don't be the doctor. Let the doctor decide.
Let the doctor decide.
Let somebody else decide whether you're eligible or not. Don't do that on your own. People do that because of the name. They think, oh, I have to be disabled. Technically not.
Larry, when you're doing the disability, you get certain ratings. Tell us about some of the benefits when you reach certain percentages.
Okay, so from 10 to 20 is just
basic. Bottom line.
Okay, bottom line. Okay. And what ends up happening is I'm going to tie it into VA healthcare. Okay, because VA healthcare veterans are eligible 2 ways. They're eligible based off of just them being a veteran and their salary.
Okay.
Their income threshold, which has got to be below $60,000. Don't quote me on it. That's the magic number, 60 grand. Okay. Or you could be rated by the VA.
Okay.
And that rating could be 0.
Right.
Okay. So once you're 0, you're automatically eligible. And they go by priorities, 8 through 1, 8 being the lowest, 1 being the highest in regards to VA healthcare. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the benchmark. Okay. So when you reach 30%, okay, now you're eligible for dependence pay. Okay. Once you reach 60%, okay, now everything as far as your VA healthcare is paid for. Okay, as long as you're within the VA. I think it's 60-70%. Like I said, I'm not sure the exact number. I'm not the
Also, 30%. At 30%, you can add dependents.
That's what I was getting at. You could add dependents. Absolutely. Once you hit 30%, you have dependency pay.
Okay.
So you have your spouse,
Your kids,
children, you know what I mean, stuff like that. All right. There's also education that comes into play.
Wow.
Okay, where you're able to have the VA pay for your education of your children in regards to college. You know what I mean? Like I said, I personally, I'm more into the VA comp side and the registration for healthcare because them two are the most important.
Absolutely.
Once you get them, you build off of that. You know what I mean? The other thing with the VA healthcare is, okay, your rating climbs from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. And as your rating climbs, so does your health care.
Wow.
Okay. The coverage on your health care. It climbs right with it.
Wow.
Okay. So they're tied together. And like I said, it's 67% everything is paid.
Now, the VA healthcare, now it's not just, so I was notified that we did get accepted. Me and my wife, when I hit 30%, we applied for it and we got the VA healthcare.
Correct.
There's a doctor's office in Northfield that I didn't know about. That it's and I actually know the doctor that works there. She's from Hammonton that works there. And I didn't realize that once you're set to VA healthcare, you don't necessarily have to go to a VA hospital.
You don't. Community care.
You can go to a community care.
Correct.
So this is, and listen, I bring this up because a lot of people don't know this. A lot of veterans don't know this. They're unaware of the benefits and what's out there, you know, whether you're disabled or not, but especially if you have a percentage of disability, there's so much stuff out there for you guys to get and have your hands on, and you deserve it. You earned it. You signed that contract. Your life could have been put on the line at one time, and it may have, and you earned this. So please get a hold of somebody like Larry here, or any one of these other tri-vet things, and allow them to help you and give you the information that you need to get some of these benefits. Go ahead and continue. So at 60%?
Yeah, 70% everything's covered. Okay. When you reach 100%, okay, or permanent and total, either or. Okay, you're eligible for free dental, and you're eligible for real estate tax exemption.
Wow.
Okay, keywords, permanent and total.
Right.
Okay, so Permanent and total, by definition, it means this. So if John's rated at 70% and the VA deems him that he will not get any better, they could rate him at permanent and total. And when they do that, his rating stays the same, but his pay changes to 100%. Okay?
Gotcha.
So he would be 70% permanent and total, and then once you're permanent and total, that's when you're eligible for your free dental, you're eligible for your real estate tax exemptions. And those things, quite frankly.
You can be 70% permanent and total?
Correct. You could be 70% permanent.
But once
and total.
you get that PET, that permanent and total, after that percentage, that's when you're locked into that 100% benefit type thing.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Correct.
That's something because I'm getting pretty close to one or the other. I'm sure. You know, I should be getting close. I'll probably hit around the 80 mark, but we never know. I don't know. You know, right now it's in for all the PTSD stuff right now.
It's 60% eligible for permanent and total if one disability is 60%. At 70%, you're eligible for permanent and total as long as one disability is 40%.
Now, the PET, once it's like, say you're 70% permanent and total, but you actually, if you get that permanent total, you get paid the 100% pay.
100%.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
And that's awesome. And listen, 100% permanent total is it's a game changer.
Correct.
It's a game changer. It's a good decent amount of money. You can look it up. It's public knowledge. You know, and then obviously if you're 100% permanent total and you get that tax, you know, the property tax exempt, you know, we pay $7,000 in property tax here in Hammonton, and a lot of people.
Correct.
You know, imagine being able to put that in your pocket. So there is availability out there. There is a lot of benefits out there for veterans. So please do some research, get a hold of somebody, talk to them, and let them know you're interested, because it's out there, and you deserve it and you need it. And listen, that helps us as a union guy. I can now, because of the benefits I'm going to be receiving from the VA, I don't have to wait 30 years now to retire from the union. I can wait till I'm 55, which would give me about 24 to 25 years. And a lot of people stay in with the union for 30 years because you get your medical benefits 100%. Well, I don't have to wait that long now. I can do it at 55. I can get out, collect a pension, and I'm covered medically with the VA.
Correct.
But I would also be covered, I think, 75% with the union, and that would become a secondary insurance. So, I mean, as veterans, the stuff is out there, and it's, like I said, it could change your life in ways. I'm now available. I can now retire. I'm not going to retire, but I can get out of construction in the union at 25 years, at 55 years old, and save my body some damage, for the rest of my life.
Correct.
So,
Yep.
The stuff is out there, and it really works, man.
Right.
So,
For sure.
Larry, I want to thank you for coming on today. This was a pleasure having you.
You're welcome.
For Veterans Day, thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you for yours. Yep.
Don't forget, thank a vet. Thank you, Larry, Semper Fi brother. We are
Semper
Marine
Fi.
brothers.
Yep.
And that's our interview for this week. 2 in the Blue. See you on the next one.